Hello, my name is Sarah Robinson. I'm a student at Utah State University in the Masters of Public Health, Health Education and Promotion program. My co-author is Dr. Debasri Dasgupta, an assistant professor of health promotion in the Department of Kinesiology and Health Sciences. I would like to thank Utah State University's MPH-HEP Students Travel Fund for the grant which made conference participation possible. This video will discuss the effect of social isolation during the coronavirus pandemic on the prevalence and severity of depression in older adults. Adults aged 65 and older have a much higher risk of developing severe symptoms from the coronavirus, and they were quarantined for their protection. During the pandemic, they spent considerable time isolated from loved ones, activities, and routines, increasing the prevalence and severity of their depression. Our objective was to determine the effect of social isolation during the pandemic on depression in older adults. To complete this study, we performed a rapid review of the PubMed database in 5 searches. We filtered the results by participant age to 65+, publication date of post-December 2020, to coincide with the coronavirus vaccine rollout, English and free full text availability. The results of this rapid review revealed up to 55%, or 11 out of 20, older adults experienced depression during this time. Certain risk factors increased the likelihood of an older adult developing depression. Isolation and living alone may lead to loneliness, although some older adults were isolated without feeling lonely, and they had no increase in depression. Loneliness appears to be the key that links isolation to depression. This is especially true for older adults who are single, widowed, or divorced, as they are more likely to live alone. The elderly who rated their financial standing as poor were at much higher risk of developing depression. Older women were statistically more likely to experience depression symptoms than older men. As the pandemic continued, the distancing requirements significantly altered personal routines, increasing older adults' depression. This rapid review disclosed factors that protected older adults from developing depression. Building and maintaining social connections with others is critical to lessening feelings of isolation, combating loneliness, and decreasing the risk of depression. While in-person connections are best, connections via technology still fulfill emotional and social needs. Resilience, the ability to adapt to and thrive in difficult situations, is critical to mental health. Cognitive behavioral therapy increases resilience in older adults, teaches them healthy coping skills, enables them to create new routines, and to focus on what they can do rather than what they cannot. Regular exercise is a protective factor. One study determined older adults who were vaccinated against the coronavirus were statistically less likely to experience depression than those who were unvaccinated. The reason for this connection is unclear. These results show, with the support of loved ones, caregivers, health service providers, and public health professionals, older adults can reduce their risk for developing depression or mitigate symptoms, particularly during difficult times such as pandemics. This can be done through building and maintaining social connections with others, increasing resilience, receiving cognitive behavioral therapy, exercising regularly, and being vaccinated against the coronavirus. Future studies should assess the effect of the coronavirus variants and coronavirus vaccines on depression prevalence and severity in older adults. Targeted programs for older women to address their higher levels of depression, particularly during periods of intense social isolation, would be beneficial. Thank you very much.